Anybody. I've had my hair touched. Don't.
I've had my head touched. I've had my body touched. Like, please don't touch me. I've had my thigh touched. Don't touch me. I'm serious.
I like your shorts.
Me, like,
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. You don't give a fuck about these fucking $9 shorts or whatever they wear. There's nothing crazy.
Probably $5.
That's what I'm saying.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with another episode.
Yeah.
I'm bugging, my bad. I'm just excited to be here, y'all. Listen,
It's all good.
I love doing this podcast, man. It brings me so much joy, so much happiness, man.
Same.
Speaking of joy, speaking of happiness, I have another emotion for you. It's called gratitude. And this week, I want to know, what's a skill you have that you're grateful for?
Book. You threw me off with that. A skill I have that I'm grateful for. Damn. And when you have so many, how can you pick just one?
I'm struggling too, dog. Trust me. Why you gotta set me up?
I did. I didn't expect I was setting you up, but you ran with it, and I'm proud of you. That was dope.
Set me up.
The first one that comes to mind is probably just, I don't know if it's, I'm gonna say it's a skill, charisma.
You stole mine. That's great. Well,
Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'll switch it up.
No. Keep it, because I like that.
You sure?
Give me something else to think about. Yeah. I like that.
Say, you sure? Because I got at least
that's
3
too
off
easy
the top.
anyway.
I can
Come
go
on.
with. Oh,
3
now
off
it's
the
too
top.
easy. Now it's too easy.
Wait. What's your other two? I want to hear your other two now, though. You said off the top.
I did. Listening is one. Active listening. And I don't know if it qualifies as a skill, but just the level of comfort I provide people just by my presence, from what I've been told. But I can throw in making people laugh too, because that's a skill. I'm gonna go with that one, actually. Charisma is cool, but I like making people laugh. That is something I am great at, something I enjoy, because, I get joy out of it, and, whoever I'm making laugh does. And I like making a wide range of people laugh. Like, it's not like one demographic or one age group. It's broad spectrum, whether it's children or, senior citizens. It's all good from fucking 2 to 80 and up, I should say. That's mainly why I got into this stuff, was just I thought it was funny and I wanted to just put shit out there. But in doing so, what I realized is that I actually am pretty funny. And so that's a skill I'm grateful for, just being able to make people laugh, put smiles on their faces, and bring a little bit of joy.
Stand-up set coming soon, y'all.
Yeah, it is actually. It is. We gotta. I'm doing it. I'm actually doing an improv class. It was impromptu and I didn't decide it, but like my job is doing it. This team building thing, and
okay, can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not actively. I know, because you'd have been like, "What the fuck?" I know.
Backstory: I literally said this to him like 6 months ago that we should do an improv class.
You did.
I literally said it 6 months ago, because they do them online, which I don't think would be the same anyway. So
no,
I've had it, dog. I don't know how that'll work.
It's gonna be a corporate one, so it's not gonna be like what I would actually what we would actually take. So we'll see.
I still want to do it. I'm still gonna do it when I get time.
I still want to do it too. And I know Wifey talked about doing a stand-up set with me. Like just going on open mic and doing, I know. I know.
Yo, can the three of us do it? I want to do it too.
Hey, let's go. We should, because they usually have like, a bunch of people sign up. I'm down.
I'm down too.
Because the one that we go to, if it's not funny, people just don't laugh. I'm cool with that. I just don't want to. I don't want people to like start heckling or doing some bullshit. But if it's just silence, I can deal with that because I think that shit's hilarious.
I see. Yeah, I think I can handle that. I'm trying to think how I would respond. Yeah, I can. I think you're right. I don't think I can handle heckling, but I think I can handle silence. I don't think I would get. That happens all the time. Like you.
When you try to make people laugh, I do it all the time. And that's why I used to not really, and I guess that's why I'm grateful for it, because I used to hold things back because I'd be like, oh, I don't know if they're going to laugh or not. So I would hold a lot back. Now I just let that shit fly. And a lot of times I make people laugh. Other times, nothing. And I'll just like, oh. I'll just be like, I guess they didn't like that one. They didn't like that one.
You're so weird for that. I'd be like, oh, guess that wasn't funny.
Yeah, I'll laugh to myself every time, especially if they don't acknowledge it and just move on. Oh my God, that shit is hilarious to me. So yeah, I'm with it. I think we should. Technical difficulty.
I always forget to put the fan on the camera. I hate it.
Oh shit! It was already overheating.
Yeah, I already started overheating on me. I'm like, dog, come on, we just got here, bro.
We just got here, G. All right, anyway, I spent enough on mine. What's yours? What? I gave you enough time to think of it.
Should I do a top three?
Ooh, if you got it, go for it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I love my ability with the camera, my camera skills. I'm gonna encompass all my YouTube skills into one because I think I love everything about like my creative skills, my creating skills. Mm-hmm. So that includes the writing, the editing, the filming. What else is involved with that? I don't know. Color grading, all that, sound design, music, whatever, all that in there. I want to get better at it, but it is one of my favorite skills because it's my passion. Also, I do have charisma in there because I love that I can strike up a conversation with strangers anywhere and make friends and all that. And, I love meeting people. I've talked about this. I love different interactions, meeting people, making friends, and having those relationships carry on with me wherever I go. I think for number 3, this is where it gets tricky for me because number 3 is hard. You said good listener. I don't know if I would put that for me because I am a good listener, but I don't necessarily love the fact that I'm such a good listener. And I don't think I'm funny. What's my
You're
third?
Low key funny. Like you're not over. I don't think anybody would be like, Julian's a funny guy because you don't have that demeanor as one, but you funny, dog. So
I appreciate that. That.
It's just low key, like delivery and timing type funny.
I appreciate
you have good comedic timing.
I think I practiced that a little bit. I think, that's it. I know what my third one was going to be. I love my ability to motivate. I have a really a good ability to motivate and to like encourage.
Yeah, you are a great hype man, and you'd be a good like life coach for the right type of personality.
The qualifier, I can't.
Hey, not everybody could deal with that shit. We're similar, so I like the talking shit and like the way you motivate. That's not a knock. There shouldn't be one type of motivational way. It's just yours is for a specific type of personality, and you're fucking great at that.
But there's also people who motivate in a different way that I can't vibe with, who motivate on an even heavier level that I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even take. You know what I mean? Like, my level of it is, like, really, like, moderate in the middle. Like, not too much, but not nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're definitely not in that camp of, like, berating to motivate.
I can't do that. I can't. I'd be like, bro.
That's an even smaller group, I think, that responds to that.
speaking of responding, you didn't respond to me when I asked you this earlier. I don't even think I asked you this earlier, but it just sounded like a really cool segue. What are you drinking today?
That was a fucking reach and a half, but you made it. You made it. I don't know if you did either, because you sent a voice message and I came home and I was just like, let's get this shit going. But this guy. So I went to the farmer's market. Shocker. And
I did too.
It's fire because, oh shit. No, you didn't.
I mean, I did, but like after hours. I had to pick up some stuff from the shoot we did.
Oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck did you use buying shit that was going to throw away? You buying eggs on the cheap? Like all the cracked eggs? Shit? The dead flowers?
You know, gotta do what you gotta do to survive out here. You know, it's getting real for me over here.
I thought you did. I thought you had a trick. I was going to be like, yo, is there something I don't know? Should I be showing up when they about to close to get deals? Hook it like you did with that Costco shit earlier. Send me the shit. Send me the knowledge, dog.
I know. I thought I was sending you some gold, bro. It was like, oh, I already know about this.
I told you I go in that store. If I don't go for 2 weeks, something's crazy.
For context, because of what I do, I get a free Costco membership for a year. Mm-hmm. And I sent John a thing of like what the price numbers at the end mean and how they, you know, make deals and all that. Because I'll put it up here if I remember.
Okay.
Because, I never remember, but I'll try to remember for this time and put it up on the screen for y'all. Mm-hmm. But it tells you what the last 2 digits of the number mean and how it applies to the item. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. Let me show this to John. He was like, oh, yeah, I already knew all this.
No, there was one I didn't. The full
price one. Yeah, the full price.
Yeah.
Like,
because they're typically all 90
at that price.
You see, it's typically all 99.
That's
and
true.
then I just go so much that sometimes I would see 97, and then it's something that's gone. You know, so I just put it together like, okay, so I think that means clearance because it's way cheaper than it normally is. That's how I got something super cheap. Not even end up fucking using it because I bought it when I didn't have a place to fucking keep it, but. Anyway, sidebar. So
Costco, sponsor the podcast. Sorry,
sponsor the podcast. Please do. Oh my God, please do.
That's a dream sponsor.
Dream sponsor for me for sure, dog. Sing their praises.
You're writing every email to them, dog. I'm not even gonna reply. That's all you. You can have it, bro.
I'll take it. Reachonthehowse at Gmail. Costco. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh, I can't having business emails going the same one as the freaking dating emails.
Yeah, let's go.
I can't. That's all right. Reachonthehowse is closed for me, so business.
Oh shit, we'll get to that later. We will get to that later. Yeah. Flex on them. So anyway, I went to this farmer's market, and it's cool because I usually go get flowers for wifey like every 2 weeks or so. Because usually hers lasts at least like right around 2 weeks. Because I'll stop by and change the water sometimes once she's at work or whatever. So,
ladies, he's off the market. Sorry. I know that's probably the sweetest thing you've ever heard, but too bad. You can't have it. You lost your chance.
So that ship is
bro was single
so far
a year ago. Literally a year ago today, bro was single.
Single as fuck. And
then I came out there for real. And then in a couple days from now, a year ago, I came out there and helped change this man's life.
Change the whole fucking shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. You're not wrong.
I just want to let them know it's over. They tried. They lost. GG's.
Sorry.
I don't know where this is coming from.
I know where it's coming from, but it's all good. Talk your shit. I'm gonna always say that. Talk your motherfucking shit. So I went to this farmer's market, and it's dope because the lady at the flower thing is starting to recognize me. So I was just looking at the flowers, and I was like, "Oh yeah, she's here. Cool." And she looked up. She was just like, "Hi, it's good to see you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm a regular. I'm a regular now." But last time I went, when I got something from there, it was a different cider company. I think it was like Dragon something or other. This was a different one that was there, and they had some other stuff. So I was like, let me check it out. So she had a bunch of them. I think I bought apple, pear. No. I bought pear, blackberry, cherry sour, and habanero cider. So I'm starting with the pear today. It's actually really good.
Pear cider actually sounds fire.
It's good. It's not. I don't know if you would like it. It's not like Stella. It doesn't taste like beer at all. You can tell it's a cider. It's not that sweet, but you can definitely get pear. But yeah, I like it. It's an easy.
I feel like I would like it because it's a little bit more bitter, but it's not too. It's not too bitter. You know what I mean? So I feel like I would like that one actually.
Yeah, and it's only 6%, so we might kill this whole little.
Yeah, this bottle is 5%. I'm about to be done with it.
That's where that's coming from. I feel it. That's where all that shit earlier was coming from. Fuck you apologizing for? I don't give a shit.
They do. They're like, why is this segment taking so long?
It's gonna be fun.
My bad, bro.
It's gonna be fun, and it may be some shit you gotta edit out. It's all good. I already know what to expect,
do, bro. That's what we do. You know, cut master over here. Let me stop.
They know how this shit goes. Sometimes we right on time. Sometimes shit run long. You know what it is. If you don't want to, if you're not here for it, you know where to go.
I'll give y'all a little behind the scenes. If it's running long, I probably ain't talked to this brother in a minute. And that's why it's running long. What it is. Yeah. That's typically what it is. We ain't had time to BS around for a minute.
Nope. You've been in grind mode, G.
I've been in grind mode. And when we get back from commercial, I'll tell y'all why. But for right now, I'm going to give y'all an alcohol update.
Yeah, what you got? Damn, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got left.
Nah, there's like a quarter of a bottle left. I got this like wine thing. I picked it up. So my uncle had it sitting in I don't care if you see the brand. I picked it up because my uncle had it in his like wine cellar. So I thought it was, at first I thought it was the champagne because like I love this brand champagne.
Yeah.
But then I twisted the top off, and John was like, "If you had to twist the top, it's not champagne."
Yeah, if you don't hear that cork pop, ain't no champagne.
Yeah, this bad boy's from Italy too. So,
is it good? How is it?
Oh no, sorry, Springfield, New Jersey. Yeah, that ain't Italy.
Damn.
That was pretty good. The imports from Springfield, New Jersey.
Is it good, man? Damn, you focused on the bottle so much. Man, staring down the bottle.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm drinking. I don't even know what I'm drinking, to be honest. I thought I was drinking this champagne, and now I'm not. So now I'm like, okay, well,
what does it say? Does it say anything on there other than the brand? The brand?
It just says Spumante. Whatever that means. I probably sound like, oh no, it says produced and bottled in Italy. I don't believe y'all. Why does it say Springfield, New Jersey on the back? I don't believe y'all. Y'all lying.
I ain't gonna air you out, but that shit is. It is. Wait, what? What?
How you say it?
Semi-sweet white sparkling beverage. That's what it said.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's like, it's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the worst.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
not.
What I mean, like, I'm just drinking it.
Yeah.
Because I got it for free, essentially. And I was a little disappointed because I thought it was a different bottle. But in 2 weeks, I will get that good bottle. And I'll tell you why I'm going to get that good bottle once we get back from commercial. Welcome back, y'all. We are back again with the main segment of this podcast. And today we're talking about feeling worthy of being loved. I know that's a deep, hard-hitting topic, right? I'll start off. Okay. I struggle with this one. I have struggled with this one a lot recently.
I know.
Yeah, I struggle with this one heavy because I've always been the lover. So like, you know, it's when you don't like get those like constant refreshers, those constant like pushes in your mind, sometimes you can fall into a place where it's like, oh, like, you know, you're not worthy to be loved. But I think the difference where I took a turn was, first, a lot of my situations changed. But second of all, I started to love myself more. You know what I mean? And I think that was a big game changer. We'll expand a little bit, but I'm going to rewind and go back to what I said, where I said my situation has changed.
Okay.
Clearly, my setup looks nothing like it's looked for the past weeks. And we've been teasing at something big happening for me.
Yeah.
Coming soon. So your boy is actually moving. I'm moving in literally like a week and a half from you guys watching this episode. So this is the second to last episode in this current spot. In 2 episodes, the setup is going to look way different. I don't even know what it's going to look like. He's hype over there.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I don't think I've ever talked about my living situation. Have I ever talked about my living situation?
You've alluded to it here and there. You've dropped some Drake-like sneak disses and like some little things, you've alluded to the struggles here and there, but not really like full candid.
So everything. I broke up with my ex in October. And we had just re-signed the lease in September. So we've been living here together still since then. And obviously that's a weird, hard situation, but like
fucking awful.
If anybody knows anything about the rental market right now, it is garbage. So, you know, that compounded with, you know, just finances in general being crazy, because 3 years ago, my life looked completely different and I had my finances set up in a certain way. And then when you break up and you start unraveling things slowly, things that were intertwined, and it's a really hard situation to like break away from. So anyway, that's like very much why I had to like kind of just suck it up and stick through it. And honestly, I thought for a minute there, it was looking like I might even have to suck it up for another year, but stuff came through. Stuff prevailed, I should say. Stuff prevailed, and I don't have to suck it up for another year. So here we are. Yeah. And I think, so going back to how this relates to the topic is, it's hard to really try to get yourself back out there. You feel kind of weird because it's like, no one's going to want me. I live with my ex, dude. Like, all feelings are gone. I don't feel the same way I used to. And there's no emotional tie there. But of course, they're not going to believe that. Like, I don't blame you for not believing that. You know, like that. Of course, I'm not going to blame you for that. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and try to gaslight people about my situation. And my situation is my situation. And I will say this, anyone I've talked to and I've been, you know, kind of talking with in the past, I did tell them my situation. So could that have led to part of why I was getting gaslit? Maybe. But
it could, because there's some people that, and I say people because I don't think this is just women. That was just your experience, but I think there's people in general that will say they're okay with something in the moment just to not come off as an asshole, or maybe they think they'd be okay with it, but you know, until they get into it, or until even if they just give it more thought, because your initial reaction is, I don't want to reject this person if you're interested in them, or if you're just being nice. You're like, I don't want to reject them. I don't want to make them feel bad, especially for something like that. And then
something you can't help, because that's really what it is. It's something you can't really help. I couldn't help the timing and how everything happened. It just happened in that timing, you know. And
I'll give you props for even knowing that fact and still going through with like, hey, this isn't working. I don't want to do this no more. Because there's a lot of times and a lot of people, specifically me, that would have just stuck with it because like, oh, I don't want to do it now because that we just signed the lease. And then I would stick through and then probably end up being there even longer than I intended. But just for you to be like, no, I don't give a fuck when we signed it. I don't give a fuck. Like this ain't it.
I feel like when you're over someone, and this is not a knock against her in any way, like no hate obviously over there, but like when you're done with being in a relationship with someone, it's good for you to say, all right, I'm done, because you're checked out and your mind is already on moving on with your life. And you should move on with your life. You should move forward with your life because you've already spent enough time in a situation you're not happy in. And I think that's where I was. I had spent enough time in a situation I wasn't happy in. So it was time to move forward. And I've kind of been doing that, and at least trying to. Yeah. People don't make it easy, but it's part of the game, man. I'm learning. I'm getting myself back out here into the game. It's all part of it, bro. Yeah. But going back to feeling worthy of being loved, the way that whole thing was unfolding, I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't feel like it was something that was possible in the cards for me. Simply because I felt very undesirable. I'm a single dad. I still live with my ex. Who wants me? You know what I mean? And not to mention, I wasn't told for a long time. Oh, this is going to cut deep. I wasn't told by a woman for a long time that I was a good looking man. And not saying I didn't feel like I was, but I had faced so much rejection at one time in my life before I got with my ex that I started to tell myself the story that maybe I wasn't.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that compounded with that. And then, being in the relationship for all those years and not hearing that honestly at all, really. Maybe once every 6 months or longer, honestly. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like
on your birthday. Hey, you look good.
No, not even.
Oh,
it's
not just, even on her birthday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. So it's just like, just not having that confidence was hard. I don't need that anymore. I don't
think it's a matter of need. It's just from someone you care about, especially, it's nice to fucking hear.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's not about I need this to survive or I need this for my own confidence.
Some people do need it though. Some people do.
We're just talking about you though.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. And I was at a place where I did. And it would have been helpful.
Fuck.
But it's a little dangerous because I gotta watch how I word this. Uh-oh. I don't know if I were told this sooner by outside sources, if I would have stayed as long as I did. You know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense just based on what you said. I mean, I'll be careful too. If your relationship is shaky, and you're not getting what you want or need, and someone outside is providing that, then, that may accelerate the way in which you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
See, but I rewind that even more because I don't think I needed someone to provide anything outside of also, I didn't really go out and put myself in situations to receive this either. So that didn't help. But outside of just that validation of you're attractive, you can go out and talk to any woman you want to try and talk to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the only validation I needed in my head to think, oh, I am actually desirable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I saw it when you came out here and that girl, that lady, that whole, I don't know how many times she said you were hot, but that shit had you hyped for so long. You were
I
like,
had
bro,
never
she
been
got me hit.
told that, bro.
That's what
I
I'm
had never
saying.
been told that before that day. I had never been told that. That was in what, February? No, January, end of January when I came out there. Yeah, I had never been told that before, and I was like, what?
Yeah, she had you hyped.
What? And then so it's crazy because like since that time, like I've been told that another like 3 times, and I'm like, really, me? Who, me? You know, so like,
Yeah.
it's so weird because it's probably like that. Like, they probably could see that, like, oh, he doesn't realize it. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't hide my emotions well, so like, I'm not like one of those like stuck up guys. Like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, really, me? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, thank you. You know?
Yeah.
I try to play it off well. Like most of the times I just kind of throw it back at them. I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, you're not too bad yourself or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, just somewhere like that, you know?
Please tell me you don't say to somebody,
not like that.
You're not
like
too
that.
bad yourself.
Not like that. No,
Fuck.
John. No, John. No, I
Call
don't
me
say
ugly
that.
without calling me ugly.
No, John, I don't say that.
Okay.
I did have one interaction, though.
Oh, shit.
I had one interaction. I told you about this. One. But like this girl was getting out of my car. She was like, "You're hot." I was like, "Thank you. I appreciate it." Because I was like, I'm not. I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
If that's on them, though, if they're giving you a compliment in hopes of one in return, sometimes you're not going to get it back. So
fair enough. I and most times I don't give it back. Because I kind of want to live in that. I want to live in that moment of like, oh, I just got complimented. You know what I mean? Like, allow me to go live in it for a minute. And then later on, as we talk more, because like part of my attraction score on you is our conversation, you know, and you know, that girl, I did not visually find her attractive, and her conversation throughout my car ride was, so yeah, no. So she was not getting anything from me.
I stopped. I mean, I personally don't know what it's like to, you know, not have someone tell me that I'm good looking. I can't even imagine what that's like. It's wild. It's a whole other. I almost got through it.
Why do you do this? Why do you get on this podcast and talk like this? Wifey would be ashamed.
She would. I could see her rolling her fucking eyes. Oh God, I almost got through it.
She's like, I can hear her saying, "This man is over here pouring his heart out, and you over here being stupid."
Hey, I waited until we did some silly shit because that came in my head while you were doing it, and I was like, "Don't fucking do it right now. You're gonna take all the wind out of this man's sails." And we're not doing that. We're not doing that again.
I appreciate you waiting. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Anyway,
but no, for real though. No, I just shit. I don't even know where we're at, but we're
at the part where we don't return the
yeah. Okay, so I stopped doing that just because it felt disingenuous. Like I just like. I'm just giving you a compliment because you gave me one, or it's a way of deflecting. And I think that's what I would do. It's because I don't do well with words of affirmation. And so I would get uncomfortable when people would compliment me. And so that was my way of deflecting, was to find a way to compliment them. And then that could become the focus.
Same here. I don't do well with gift giving and words of affirmation. I suck at both of them. Well, like receiving both of those.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
No. That's fine. That was relevant. You ain't got to apologize. That's, yeah. I just struggle with the words of affirmation. It's a whole fucking family history thing we ain't got to get into. But I think for me, I would do that to deflect. Like, hey, I don't know what to say in this because you complimented me. So I'm just going to throw a compliment back at you, and then we can focus on that. Deflect. Don't look at me. Yeah, what?
Sorry, I just want to
What's up?
add one thing. Because people are going to be like, oh, you know, you didn't feel love growing up. There's two different types. Like,
Yeah, good point.
There's a romantic love, and then there's like family love, family love, and romantic love, and friendship love. Sorry, yeah. So, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna limit it to 3. There is so many different types of love. Yep. We are focused on feeling romantically worthy of being loved.
Yes, good clarification.
Because, everything else is its own topic. I felt loved by friends. I felt loved by family. I definitely felt loved by family. But just romantically, I didn't feel worthy of being loved. Romantically, I felt like I'm a workhorse, you know, and I'm the lover. I'm the one who has to be responsible for giving the love. There's no receiving. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to clarify that.
No, that was good. I appreciate you clarifying that, because we're only covering, like you said, the romantic one. The friendship one we could possibly cover, because I feel like that's something we could do another time. Family one, I'm not fucking touching. If you don't know about,
it looks different for everybody.
Being worthy of being loved by family, go to therapy, please.
Dang.
Because that's something I can't even begin to touch on this.
And it's so deep,
so different. It's deep, and it's even amongst each family is different, because people have different ways of showing love, and it's just
the dynamics.
The dynamics is all wild. But so I used redirecting compliments as a way to deflect. So one thing I'll give social media, and the fact that me being on it for so long, was I just had to get used to it. Especially doing live streams when people can see your fucking face instead of like reading comments. It's like, wow, that's wild. And that I'm uncomfortable in this moment reading this compliment, but it's all right. I just read it. It's fine. No one's here. It's just me in the privacy of my own home or whatever reading this. But when it was in person or online, it was like, well, now what do? I can't just deflect because this is a text. I'm reading text. I don't know anything about this person, or I met them and they saw some of my videos and they have a compliment. What am I going to compliment on them? So I just had to learn to just fucking take it, honestly, and just take my flowers and take the flowers and then just either move the fuck on or move the conversation forward. Because I'm not dwelling on it for sure. Ooh. Even though I know how to handle it, I'm not dwelling on it.
But going back to friendships, though, even with friendships, I suck at taking my flowers. Like, I'm really bad at just taking my flowers, bro. Like, when people give me my flowers, I'd be like, oh, I gotta say something back. I gotta give them something back.
Dog. I appreciate that. That's what I get typically. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that.
I try to give back. Like, oh yeah, you carried it over in that area too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
you haven't done that as much. I think just because I've done it so much to this point. That was definitely your go-to in the beginning. Like, I'm just trying to be like you, dog, or like something like that.
Yeah, like, you and Jab, bro, y'all be throwing flowers like it's nothing, and I'm like, oh, I'm not used to this, bro, because I'm normally the flower giver, so I'm like, oh, they're giving me flowers.
I'm quick to recognize it and give it to whoever I think needs it. That's why I think that's what worked better for me too. Is I stopped doing it just because, or I stopped doing it when it was given. Like I stopped that compliment exchange or whatever, and then just started treating it as, you know what, I'm just going to say it just whenever. I do it at work all the time. I do it with my friends. I do it with wifey. I'll just throw them out there like, yo, you're dope at this. Or like, yo, whatever it is. Just because it doesn't hurt. Unless it's something that,
not at all.
It's knowing, unless, if it's somebody where it makes them uncomfortable. Then,
or you're being a creep. I like the way that dress accentuates your behind.
Fuck. Yeah. Words matter, and the way you use them does as well. Jesus. Just don't do that.
There was a guy at my last job, real quick story. There was a guy at my last job, not my last job, but like the job before my last job. He walked up to this girl. She like closed. She was a woman. He walked up to her. He was like, "Hey, is that a new blouse?"
Oh no. Don't.
Yo, we were all like,
at that point, even if
what?
At that point, your intentions don't matter.
She said, yeah, it is. And I think that made it so much worse than it actually was.
So much worse. She paying so much attention to her clothes. And when she bought a new shirt, a new blouse. Yeah, nah, dog. Yo,
we were like, ooh.
There's a dude at my job that touched this girl's hair. No. That shit made me uncomfortable. It didn't even happen to me. It just happened in front of me.
No.
Yeah. I talked to her afterwards. I was like, should I? You want me to go to HR? Like, yeah, because I feel a way about that. But if that's y'all dynamic, cool. But I was just like, because he just was like, where's all the color in your hair? Because she usually dyes her hair. I was like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck was that? You touched her. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. No.
Not on company time, dog. Come on, man.
Don't ever do that unless it's your partner and she's cool with it. But no, I mean, unless they're your partner, don't do that to anybody. Don't just touch nobody's hair.
That ride I had the other night, I was like, bro,
don't touch nobody. Just don't touch anybody. I've had my hair touched. Just don't.
I've had my head touched. I've had my body touched. Like, please don't touch me. I've had my thigh touched. Don't touch me. I'm serious.
I like your shorts. Yeah, yeah, okay. You don't give a fuck about these fucking $9 shorts or whatever they wear. There's nothing crazy.
Probably $5.
That's what I'm saying.
Random basketball shorts.
They were basketball
shorts. Yeah, I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't tell me that.
They were basketball shorts. They're a random bitch. Hold on. Do I got him? I got him. Ready?
Please,
hold on.
Yes, please. We will take all the time you need to get these shorts. What the fuck?
Nah, they were right here. I wore them to the gym today. They were like some
Yo,
they're these right here, bro.
I mean, they're
she said she liked these.
She just like how loose and like flowy they were. Yeah, she was trying to get in them. She didn't like she didn't like the shorts. She liked what was in the shorts.
Bro,
man. That's fucking funny. I like these. Yeah. Are these and one? Oh my God, I like these shorts.
Those are fresh Dwayne Wades. The new Edwards 2024.
The first time basketball shorts got complimented, especially in a bar.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like I literally stopped there after work, so I was just grabbing a drink after work. I was like,
sidebar.
I didn't think about what I was wearing.
Fuck, were you going in there with basketball shorts? We had this conversation already. Yeah, clearly it did for a certain type of person.
I got that woman, and then I got the other one who like took my number.
Maybe it's the shorts. Maybe it's the shorts.
Could have been the shorts. Could have been the shorts or the guy in them. I don't know. I can't tell.
Probably it was that energy of it didn't matter what the fuck he was wearing.
You know, man, listen. Okay, so now let's fast forward a little bit. Let's move it up. Because that was a good point. It really don't matter. I don't care. I don't care anymore. And I think that makes a whole nother difference. Because like I said, I love myself. I've been working on myself. I'm just trying to be the best version of me in every area I can be. Mm-hmm. Me and John are doing this 90-day transformation challenge. Mm-hmm. I'm lifting like crazy, bro. I'm in that gym and I'm getting better every day. Like I'm lifting new weight today that I couldn't lift 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a good fucking feeling.
Yeah, bro. Like I was like bicep curls, bro. When I started, we was doing 15s. I'm up to 20 now already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My goal is to get to 35, 40 by the time we done. You know what I mean? So like, I ran a half a mile today. Like, I'm trying to get to a mile before we're done. You know, so like. And I feel like that's the other thing about this podcast. Like one of the only downsides is you guys only see, if you're watching this podcast and it's the only thing you watch of us, that's the only side of us you see. So you think our lives are like revolved around dating, revolved around talking about dating women and seeing women. And it's like, there's so many other aspects to who I am and what I do. I'm not even going to speak for John. I know there is, but I'm not going to speak for him. But there's so much. There's so much else, so much other stuff a part of my life and who I am and what creates the guy you're watching today. So I encourage you to actually follow me on IG, Julian05_20, because like that's where I give like insights on what I'm actually doing. Sorry, I don't mean to plug, but
no, I've tried to plug you some months ago, and you was like, "Nah, it's something like that," because I didn't know it. You're like, "Nope, I don't know. So you close."
I'm a different guy now. Man.
I know you are. I'm smiling with pride. That's all that is. I'm not. Yeah, that's all that. Yeah, don't worry. Go ahead.
Well, because like you know what, and I just don't want to. I don't want y'all to think that this is the only side. It's like, oh, he's so obsessed with dating. He's so obsessed with the fact that he hasn't had a date. Nah, I don't. You know, like it's sometimes. Yeah, I think about it. Sometimes, yeah, like I don't want to lie to you. Sometimes, yeah, it does bother me. Sometimes, like, would I like to go on a date? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But if I'm being real with y'all, I don't have time.
Nah.
Like, I don't have the time right now.
Especially not right now.
Yeah, like with everything going on with all this, like there's so much behind the scenes that I can't even talk about on here that I have to deal with to figure it all out. And it's like, dude, like I don't have time. And, you know, I wish I had more time because I would love to. But not having time almost makes me feel more worthy, if that makes sense, because I feel like my time is more valuable and you can't waste it. So it's like now the vetting process isn't on the women who I'm going after anymore. It's on me.
Yeah.
Do I want to take that time? Do I want to give you that time and that space to go out with me? Do I even want you anywhere near me? Because once you get near me, I have to decide if you want to be near my kid or not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or if you're able to be near my kid or not. There's so many levels to getting to know me that I feel almost like, am I worthy of being loved? Absolutely. Am I ready to give love out? Some days, yes, some days, no. You know what I mean? And that's just the honest answer. Some days, yeah, I could love great. Other days, no, you wouldn't even see me. You'd be pissed because you're like, dude, are you going to ever stop working? I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of it.
And that's why you have to find someone that, or you don't have to find anybody, but that's why it's someone that what works best for you is someone that is understanding of that and like encouraging of that toxic ass work ethic you got sometimes. Yeah. So, I mean, you touched on a lot of good shit. I like the full circle moment of it. Just, you know, where you started and where you're now.
We didn't go to yours though, man. We talked about me this whole time. What about you, man?
It's all good. We ain't got to spend no time on that shit.
Come on, man.
I can sum it up pretty quickly. I don't know where we are time wise. I didn't do my fucking timer, but
I got it. We good. You good. You got some time.
All right. So I could give a semi-lengthy version. That's what he said. I think that for me,
I always give a
semi-lengthy version.
You don't get the abridged version over here. You get all the filler episodes. All right. Sorry. Wow.
Then you stood up after saying that. That's wild. You wild for that.
I am wild for that. I didn't even think about it.
Right in front of the camera.
Sure did.
Reachonthehowse.
It's closed. It's closed.
You're right.
It's closed.
Yeah,
it's
you're
closed.
right.
I'm in the new spot. I'm going to be in the new spot. I got my life figured out. Y'all should have got in while I was on the ground floor. I'm not on the ground floor anymore.
It's over. Yeah.
It's over, bro.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's over. It's closed. I mean, the email's still open for the sponsors out there.
Yes, always.
Date wise,
and we'll figure out if we want to use you or not. It's not just anybody.
Better help you. Better not even think about it.
But I think it's at a point now, and I like that some shit I've preached to you pretty much for a while now. You're kind of being forced to do about, fuck everything else. Like, what are you getting out of this? Like, be selective with. It's a privilege to talk to you. Treat it as such. You know what I mean? Because you're spending time. That goes both ways. Like, you're choosing to spend time to talk to this person, and you don't have to be over the top. Like, you're not worth my time, peasant. But if you're investing time into someone, there's a way to do about it, and actually consider the person's feelings. Like, what, this isn't. I mean, you can say this isn't worth my time. I mean, it might sound harsh, and it is, but fuck it. You got to be harsh. This is a life decision, and you don't have time. I mean, I guess you could have time wasting with people you aren't interested in, but I feel like
I wasted enough time, Chief. I don't want to do that anymore.
Exactly. So I don't know. I feel like we can go on and on about you. So I feel like that's the better topic. If I can share it. I struggled a lot in both relationships. One of the things, I talked to a friend that I've known 2008, I think I met him. Yeah, like around there. So
housing market crash. You old.
Yeah, I know. Because I was 24 when that happened. Damn. I know. Or 23, maybe. I'm turning 24. But I knew him since then, and we've just we've stayed in touch this whole time. And I talked to him Saturday, and we were just catching up because I hadn't talked to him in like a few months. Probably almost a year. Damn. Yeah. So we were just catching up, and he told me about he got engaged, and yeah.
Oh, congrats to the homie.
Yeah. So, and then I was telling him about me, and he was like, well, I just want to know if this woman is like, if she treats you well and if she accepts you for who you are. Because he was like, I've been around you for 3 relationships, and every one of those women tried to change you. Yeah. He was like, can they just accept you for who you are? He was like, they just wanted to change you. He was like, he listed them off too. Like, this one, she wanted to change you. This one, he was like, she wanted to change this, and this.
Without naming names, I want to hear what they wanted to change. I want to hear it. I do want to hear it. I hope if that's something you feel comfortable sharing. If not, I get it.
I don't give a shit. I can do it without naming names. One of them, I'm not going to, this is in no particular order. One of them, I didn't want kids at all. And one of them was like trying to, maybe you will just hang around and maybe you will. Not great for either of us. Me thinking like, oh, maybe I will. And her for trying to think that's a thing. Another one, just, I was too goofy. I was too much of a nerd and too goofy. And I think she was attracted to me, but that side she didn't like. That's why I go in on this. Don't put people in a fucking box, and don't try to, you would be great if you didn't do this.
You're a 10, but
yeah, that stupid ass, toxic ass motherfucking shit. I can't stand that shit.
You're a 10, but you like DC a little too much.
So everything was cool until that side came out. Like, you're such a fucking nerd. Like the number of times I heard that, and not in a funny, teasing way, like a legit derogatory way. That or like, you know, I'm fucking goofy. You know what I'm saying? So like, so I do stupid shit like that.
You always try to catch me when I'm taking sips.
I do.
No, you missed it that time.
I did miss it. I typed it a little bit too late. I got you. I would get you. But shit like that. And it was just always meant in a derogatory way. The other one was just religious. And I was not. So it was trying to force me to just conform to that, change the way I acted, change the way I was starting to like drinking, and she was just like, I don't like that. I was starting to come into my own and just be more confident and extroverted, and that made her uncomfortable because she was insecure. So she would try to chop that off. So it took me a long time to recover.
I will say this about the religious thing. I think it's okay to ask your partner to come to church with you if that's important to you.
Yeah.
Where I draw the line is when you start trying to tell them how to live their life.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the point of contention.
If you tell them to come to church with you and they don't want what you have at your church, then they're not the partner for you.
Don't force it.
Exactly. And I think that a lot of times, even in church, they tell you like church is a good vetting place if you want to vet out your partners. You know, you bring them with you. If they don't vibe with what's going on there, then they're not for you. You know what I mean?
Because if you force them to do it, that's typically breeds resentment.
Right. I wanted to make that distinction because I didn't want people to hear that and be like, oh, I shouldn't bring them to church with me. Like, no.
Oh, yeah. No. It was less about that. That was just part of it. But that was, I ended up like starting to go just to keep the peace again. So I ended up starting to go, but it started that resentment started to fester, but it was resentment towards her and myself for conforming to it and like going along with it, even though I know I didn't want to. And so instead of just being like, but it was easier to be like, she made me do this. No, I actively made a choice to do it. So it was resentment here, and it was just taken out on her.
Accountability.
Yeah. But it was more so about just her, anything I wanted to pursue or anything I sought that's also when I started to notice that people online vibed with me, because I started doing like the modeling stuff and like posting pictures on Instagram when Instagram was just pictures, and that shit was blowing up. And that's when I like got into modeling and a magazine and fashion shows and shit. And then she was like panicking because she was like, you're going to leave me. Like at the time I was like, no, I'm not going to leave you just for, but you fucking right. I would have. But not because of the popularity or the fame or anything like that.
Yo.
It's just because getting confident and becoming more of myself, I'd realize we're not a good match, and we weren't.
Yeah.
So those were the things that he was like, yo. So he listed all those out too. So he was like, will she accept you for? He's like, that's my only question. It's like, is that? And I was like, damn, okay. I was like, you know what? That's actually, and I told him the story. I was like, that's actually what attracted me to her first, is because she was just as fucking goofy as me. And that's like, to this day, that's one of my favorite things, is that if I'm doing something goofy, she will either laugh with me, or she'll fucking join me and take it another level. And that shit is très magnifique.
You guys should have saw it. I just want to tell the story. You guys should have saw it. I was on vacation and they were just making fun of me together. It was great. I called them drunk, and they were making fun of me together.
Oh, we were cooking you. I forgot about that. Cause I just, I do that anyway. And then when she just joined in, I was like, oh shit.
So I'm over here just drunk, wandering around the Disney property, just wasted.
So funny.
And they're just going in on me.
Yeah. She did say that recently though. I'll give you that shout out. She was like, because we were talking about, because it's the 1 year anniversary when we met is coming up, and we were talking about it. And she was like, shout out to him, for just being okay with us making fun of him. And I was like, that's the only reason I was doing it at all. It's because I teased you about it at first, and you were just like, that's what I like. I was like, I respect the fuck out of that. I respect the fuck out of that. Because if I teased you about it and you were like, oh, okay, never mind, I'll get this. Then I'm not touching it, because that's not what it was. That's not what it's about. But when you owned up to it, you were like, hey, I like sweet drinks. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want about me. I'm getting the sweetest drink in here.
One thing about me is I am hard-headed. I don't care.
So that's I
don't care, man. I like what I like, bro.
Hey, as you should. Know yourself, and own that shit. I respect the fuck out of that. So that's why I was like, that's the only reason I said anything at all. It's just because I was like, I know this dude is just going, I know he's going to laugh because I'm trying to make you laugh. I know now you're at a point. I was telling her this too. I was like, now we're at a point where he's going to hit me back with some shit. Because then you were just right back. Because then you were just like laughing or just having a good time with it. Now
I was still feeling you out too, though, because that was like our first time hanging out. So I was still feeling you out.
I know. You didn't know that much about me, and there wasn't that many obvious things.
Right.
But
exactly.
now I was like, now I'm gonna get hit with some shit, and I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I ain't gonna stop me. I'll just be like, damn, you got me. Yeah, you right. Damn, you got me. Yeah.
See, I'm not that dude though. I'm not gonna clown you in front of your girl, but like,
nah, she would join in on that too. She don't do. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't tripping on that at all. If I can't be the butt of a joke, then I shouldn't tell them.
Nah, see, but like that's also my wingman level, though. It's like I went in there fully, like I saw what you were doing, I recognized what you were doing, and I laid into it. I just took on all of it because I was like, oh, that's what. Yep, I got this.
Yeah,
I got
did.
him.
And then you use one of the funniest lines that is still a joke, damn near a year later. This shit is so. How you gonna order a Manhattan? Probably ain't ever even been to Manhattan. So serious and so angry about it. I don't know if I gave it as much laughter as it deserved in the moment. But man, that is wild. That is wild. Oh yeah, that's the dude.
A mess like that.
She told me that's the dude that was like, keep laughing, guys, when he left. That was the Manhattan dude.
yeah, exactly. That's who that was.
We did laugh that much because it made him so insecure that he had to say
you're
something.
like, oh, we will. That's what I realized. I was like, oh, he's a G. I can vibe with him, bro. I could go. He's a G. He don't care, bro.
I need your fucking permission to laugh. Just because we're laughing. He's all of a sudden, they're laughing at me. What's I want to get on the joke. Like, nah,
the guy that got me, bro. We're so off topic right now. I don't care. The guy that got me was when we went out last time.
Yo.
And he was like, how much will it be? She was like, $1 million. Ha ha ha. And he looked at us. He goes, $1 million. Ha ha ha. After she walked away. It was something like that.
Yeah, no. That's, you said it right then. After she walked away, she said $1 million. Ha ha ha. And then walked away and did something else. 10, 15 seconds passed
Yeah. Or like,
and then he looked at us and was like, $1 million. Like,
yeah, like that. I look at John. I was like, oh, he must not know we don't do that.
That shit took me out. That shit took me out.
Oh, he must not know we don't do that.
He must not know.
I'm not gonna sit here and clown this bartender with you. She's so sweet and nice, and like she was just trying to like be cool and be personable. Like,
yeah, don't do this bully shit. If you wanna make a joke and like do a back and forth with her, she has to hear the fucking joke. Don't do this shit trying to be
say
cool.
it to her face, because honestly, she's the type of person I feel like if you would have said that to her face, she'd be like,
she probably would have. She probably would have, or she would have came with something else, and then you doing this back and forth. But instead, you're trying to be cool with us for whatever reason. But instead, then
I didn't realize we were the cool kids at the bar. I don't know when that happened.
Made him insecure too, because he was like, I want to be in. What's on the joke? Oh, I must be the butt of the joke, and that just made me laugh even harder.
Like, oh, why are you getting upset? He like scampered away all quick.
He did. His shoulders dropped, and I was like, damn, dude.
Like I didn't even do nothing for real. I was just making the point that I wasn't gonna laugh with you about that.
Yeah, like, I was gonna tell him that. I was gonna tell him, but he quickly went from like, oh, I must be the butt of the joke, like, and then shoulders dropped, and then just basically like went back into his table.
Because it's not whatever, like man. He technically wasn't the butt of the joke. Technically, it was what I said.
It was what you said. Yeah, he was
considering the butt of the joke.
No, not in that scenario.
If anything, the butt of the joke was the fact that I don't normally react like that, and this time I did. But like he doesn't understand that.
Yeah, like, it's just a joke like, about how different we are than dudes like that are like, oh.
Exactly.
That's the goofy ass shit.
It was a combination. It was the fact that we're not like that, and the fact that I never speak up, and this time I did, and it was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was that, and that's why I said you low key funny.
It's like, did he just say that?
It's the timing of it, because you'll go a long way with just laughing and vibing and chilling, and then you'll just say some shit. Usually like that, exactly like that. Same volume, kind of low even sometimes. And like, just the delivery.
You must not know we don't do that. I'm telling y'all, man, I wish y'all could have seen the way this man got so hurt by that. I was like,
because my laugh is loud.
I was like, bro,
I know it. I know it's infectious, but it also makes people insecure.
My thing is, I'm not going to sit here and be ready to talk crap unless I'm ready to get talk crap too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, if I'm talking crap, it's because I'm ready for people to like, but never mind. It's where I grew up. People I grew up with. I stand down. That's all it is. I stand down. I stand down.
The whole thing of like, let's make fun of this woman. This guy, so we'll make fun of her like this, like we're in like we're in elementary school, and that's how you show your emotions or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid, man.
Let's team up and make fun of her together. Yeah,
let's belittle her. That'll make her like me. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, guy. Okay. Emotional intelligence.
She wasn't giving nobody in that bar any time of day anyway.
Sponge. She was just there to vibe, and she was ready to go home.
The other chick was giving you the time of day. Her sister was giving you time of day.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, that's the one that wanted to go home.
Because that's the one that wanted to go home.
She was like, it's hot in here, and like she was ready to get the fuck out of there. I just thought that was hilarious. I just love the honesty of people sometimes when they just open up.
I love when people are honest.
When they break character. Especially in a work setting, they break character and they're just straight honest. I love that shit.
How are you doing? Man, I'm hot. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
I feel that. Are you almost off? No, I'm got like, oh, damn. Well, shit, I hope you get better.
Honesty, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that shit too. All right, let me put a bow on this motherfucker. So he's tied a bow. So basically, through changing myself and sort of losing who I am as a person, and coming out of that and trying to find and start over and all of that, I too felt like I wasn't, I'm not going to say I didn't feel like I was worthy to be loved, but I just struggled with what kind of love I wanted and also how that felt. Because there were a few times.
Know what love is.
I didn't want you to show me. But I didn't think
I couldn't resist.
I wasn't worthy of it. It just felt like I don't know what that is or what it looks like, because the few times I did, the rug got pulled from under me, and I love you, but you just need to change.
You, but you're goofy, dog.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So I got to a point where I just didn't even know what I wanted or what that even looked like. But I'd say it's absolutely 100% starts with loving yourself. Because this journey I went on of trying to find myself, and then like, oh shit, I don't like that at all. Oh shit, I like this. And like just getting my own confidence and being familiar with myself, growing into who I am and being comfortable in that helped me. I shouldn't have been dating when I was going through that. Should not have been dating when I was going through that, because that shit is awful. So I ended up in relationships that didn't work. So, but it accelerated once it was like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for, kind of thing. Then it was like, all right, no, I don't know. I recognize that behavior. No, thank you. But whatever it is, this guy fucking fucking interpreter over here. But yeah, so it just got to a point where I'm just gonna agree with you, and we get the fuck out of here. That you gotta love yourself first, and then when you treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated and love yourself like you should be loved, you're not going to let anybody treat you less than that, because there's no reason to bring in a partner that's going to treat you worse than you treat yourself. But that's also why terrible relationship patterns are repeated. If you don't do that self-reflection and love yourself, you're just going to look for somebody that treats you at least the same as that was before. And if the bar is in fucking hell, if the bar is that fucking low, then, do you really know your self-worth? But you are worthy of love, of good love, real love, true love, like me. So
go ahead and cook.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got in me.
What do I have in me? I think that's enough. I got wine in me. That's all I got in me at this point.
You got a full-ass bottle of wine.
I got a full bottle of wine in me. So I'm goofy. I've been goofy during this man's whole monologue. I apologize. He was so serious and chilling during mine, and I'm over here just being goofy during it.
Just being a fucking dick.
Anyway, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back. We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up and get the fuck out of here. Wifey just texted me. She got off work. She was like, do you want to come over? Yes. So wrapping this motherfucker up. I was thinking.
I'm going to bed alone.
Yep. I mean, that's not different from any other night. So it's all good.
I'm a strong, independent black man. I don't need no woman. Let's do it. Anyway, let's go.
I don't need one either, but I want this one specifically very much. So I would like to, yes, cuddle up next to her. Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
So I was thinking about this, and I'm going to pivot a little bit from the favorites. And I'm going to ask you, what's something trivial, something not serious in the slightest, but it annoys the hell out of you? And let me know if you need some time, because I got a couple of them.
I don't need time. I don't need time at all.
Man,
I don't need time at all.
Okay, what is it? Go ahead.
It just happened to me tonight.
Oh,
I
shit.
hate when
Okay.
I'm working, when I'm doing Uber,
Uh-huh.
and someone gets in the car that ain't washed they behind. Like, dog, like I get for people who leave work, but dog, I drive people to work and they be smelling already. I'm like, I have such a sensitive nose, dog. Like,
Yeah,
I really
me
be
too.
like, your shower just does it
Expired.
not work? Like, how much your body wash? Like, what are you using it? Do you know what like, you can't just stand underwater and think it's doing something. It's not doing nothing. Are you using your hand? I know a lot of people use their hand in the shower. That doesn't work. Please don't do that. Like, please. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. But please get a washcloth and actually use the washcloth. Oh my gosh, it just drives me nuts, bro.
Oh, man.
I don't need time for that. That's just
something.
something, dog. That junk just drives me insane. I'm like,
Yeah.
like, then there'd be like, of course, like a long behind drive, like, and the drive feels longer. So like, you'd be sitting there, you're like, for 15, 20 minutes ready to yak. And it's like, dog.
Oh, man. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, that's wild. That I could. Yeah.
I got to replace my air filters because like,
They're working too hard.
they're working too hard. They're like, I'm like, dude, like, so now when it rains, my like car starts to smell because my air filters are bad. So I got to replace my air filters.
Yeah, get
I'm
that
like,
shit
bro.
done. Yeah, you can't do that. Oof.
But thank you to these people because my car got to filter you out. They get out and I got to roll down the window. So like, and then we've had really bad rainstorms. We've had really bad floods and rainstorms. So I can't roll my windows down over here. Now I'm like,
damn. Crank the AC
okay, I'm just going to die. Got it.
AC and hope. That's
Just AC and pray.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
AC and pray.
Yeah. That's tough, especially in such a small confined space.
My car ain't that big. It ain't that big.
I mean, any car is not going to be big enough to really mask that. So that's just, damn. Dang, mine is.
And there's always those people who don't say thank you when they get out the car.
Just making it even worse.
I just sit there through your stench and you ain't even gonna say thank you. Cool. Oh, I get it. Cool. Not mad. It is what it is.
I feel it. Mine is so much stupider than that. It's so much stupider. It annoys the hell out of me. Not here, obviously, because I live alone, but like in previous relationships and at work, it's something I run into. And it's when people leave time remaining on the microwave. Just fucking
hit cancel. It's so easy to cancel.
Whatever the fucking button is.
You turn it off. Just hit cancel.
Your food is done. You don't need the rest of the time. You close it. Fucking just clear it. That fucking blinking time. Or like,
oh my God.
Fucking press. It'll just say press start over and over.
No, how about when you go to press start and you're like, why isn't this starting? Why isn't this starting? And it's because that's not actually the time. That's not the current time. That's how much time was left on the previous freaking thing. And you're like, oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm an idiot.
It's so, that bugs the hell out of me.
That's actually weird though. It's actually 1:58. I thought, you look like a freaking idiot. Yeah, I'm sorry. That happened to me recently too.
Yeah, it annoys me. It's just like, come on, it's just, boop. That's it.
I'm like, why isn't this like this thing working?
No.
Where I'm like cook time. I'm pressing cook time.
Oh, because it's already like, it's the time that's left on there. It's up there.
I'm like, yeah, no, that is the worst, bro.
Yeah, that's how it fakes you out.
It's not that hard, bro.
That's at work that'll fake me out too sometimes. I'm like, It's 2 already? Like, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on this thing. Fucking clear. It's goofy, silly mofos. Yeah, that shit. I don't know why, but it's just like, it's so easy to do. And I think the fact that the numbers blink just irk me to no end. I thought of that one because I told my boss that like probably like a month into me starting, and I just passed 6 months there. And she was like, I met with her today, and she was like, I thought about you over the weekend. And she was like, she was like visiting her parents and staying over there, and one of them did it. So she thought of me because I said that. And she was like, really? You can't clear it? And she was like, that made me think of you. I was like, that's funny. That's funny that it stuck with you for that long. But yeah, absolutely. I don't like it. Just fucking hit clear. It's okay. It's okay. It's one extra step. Takes half a second. It's okay. And your life will be better for it.
How about those people that just cross the street whenever they feel like it and just walk right in front of your car?
I was going to say, in parking lots, some people just walk down the middle of the...
if we're going that route, how about at the grocery store and people just stop right in front of you? And they just stand in the middle, or they stand in the middle aisle. No, the best one is when they meet their friend that they see at the grocery store that they haven't seen forever, and then they just stand in front of that one item you need. They're just standing there yapping.
I'm an excuse me, and if you don't move when I
too, absolutely.
If you don't move when I say excuse me, I'm just getting it. Oh, GG's. All right, well. It's been a fun, wonderful episode. Like always, remember to like and subscribe. Reachonthehowse@gmail.com, exclusively for sponsors now. Ladies, if you were previously interested in Julian, no, that is closed. So we aren't accepting any more of those. So Reach on the House is strictly for sponsorships or like stories, topic suggestions, whatever it is you're interested in. Hit us up. As long as it's not that man. Definitely not me, but you already knew that. So yeah, like, subscribe, keep doing what you do. We love you. We appreciate you. See you next week. Heart emoji.